In a picturesque, sleepy coastal town, the cobblestone streets echoed with the innocent joy of children. The sea breeze whispered through the narrow alleys, carrying with it the fresh scent of the ocean. Among the aged wooden houses, two childish figures stood out like precious pearls amid the rough sand of the beach. Emily, with her golden hair that shone like rays of sunlight, radiated an aura of purity and vitality. Her blue eyes sparkled with the curiosity inherent in youth, reflecting the world around her with a charming innocence. Beside her, Maya emanated a beauty that seemed to be sculpted by Mother Nature herself. Her ebony black skin was a vivid contrast to the pastel tones of the city, an ode to the diversity and cultural richness she brought with her. Her smiles were like shining pearls, sharing secrets and laughter as the sun shed its golden light on them, bathing them in a heavenly glow. Together, they formed an inseparable duo, united by the indissoluble bond of friendship and childhood. Time flowed like the calm waters of the sea, bringing with it inevitable changes to that small coastal town. Emily and Maya, once as inseparable as the sun and the moon, now faced the tumultuous challenges of adolescence side by side. Between shared laughter and secrets whispered in the wind, their friendship seemed unshakable. However, like shadows that stretched silently at dusk, distrust began to seep into the cracks in their idyllic relationship. It was a day like any other when Sarah, Emily's mother, first noticed a precious object missing from her home. Panic spread in her heart, leaving a bitter taste of fear in her mouth. "Emily, darling, have you seen my jewelry? It was in the box next to my bed, but now it's gone," Sarah asked, her voice thick with apprehension. Emily frowned, perplexed.
"No, Mom.
"I didn't see it. Maybe you put it somewhere else?" Sarah sighed, feeling uncomfortable with uncertainty. "I swear I left it there. And it's not the first time something has gone missing. Something strange is happening." Maya, who was sitting next to Emily, watched the conversation with a worried expression. "That's really strange, Sarah. Maybe we should take a look around. See if we can find any clues," she suggested, her soft voice thick with understanding. Sarah nodded, feeling grateful for the support of her daughter's young friend. "You're right, Maya. Let's investigate together. We can't let these robberies continue." Tension hung in the air like an impending storm, enveloping the small coastal town in an atmosphere filled with distrust and suspicion. Sarah, her eyes full of anguish and determination, confronted Maya with accusations that cut like sharp knives. "Maya, I know it's hard to believe, but the robberies at our house have started since you started showing up here more often," Sarah said, her voice shaky but firm. Maya, shocked by the accusation, raised her eyebrows in disbelief. "I understand that you are worried, Sarah, but I swear to all that is holy that I had nothing to do with this. Emily is my best friend. I would never do anything to hurt her or harm you." Emily, in the midst of this emotional struggle, felt as if she was being torn apart from the inside. Tears bubbled in his blue eyes, mirroring the storm that was raging in his mind. "Mom, how can you think that about Maya? She's my childhood friend. She would never do something like that," she protested, her voice choked by the weight of the imminent betrayal. As the dispute unfolded, the small town watched in silence, divided between those who supported Sarah and her accusations and those who defended Maya's integrity. The heart of the community beat with the intensity of an epic battle, each side anxiously awaiting the outcome of this conflict that threatened to tear apart bonds that seemed unbreakable. As the weight of the conflict hung over the small coastal town like a thick fog, secrets buried beneath layers of silence and false appearances began to stir like ghosts from the past. Sarah, enveloped by an aura of guilt and fear, found herself descending into long-forgotten memories, each one a stepping stone on the path that led her to the precipice of the unknown. In her mind, the blurry images of the past came into sharp focus, revealing truths she had buried so deep within herself that she barely recognized them. A moment, a choice made impulsively, a mistake that turned into a shadow that followed her relentlessly. Sarah's heart was heavy with the burden of her own conscience, each beat a painful reminder of what she had done and what she still had to face. Meanwhile, Maya was carrying a secret that could tear apart not only her friendship with Emily, but the little town seemed to hold its breath, as if it were waiting for an explanation that would never come. And so, the consequences of decades of buried secrets, of distorted truths and whispered lies, finally came to light. The veil of illusion was torn, exposing ancient wounds that had never truly healed. And at the center of this maelstrom of conflicting emotions, a family found itself torn apart by the betrayal of its own flesh and blood. While Sarah struggled in a turbulent sea of emotions, desperately trying to find an anchor of hope amidst the storm of betrayal and disappointment, Maya found herself shrouded in a fog of injustice and anguish. The sharp words of accusation echoed in her ears like sharp daggers, piercing her soul and leaving invisible scars that hurt more than any physical wound. "But Sarah, I swear to all that is holy that I didn't do this. You have to believe me," Maya pleaded, tears of despair running down her pain-marked cheeks. Sarah, despite the storm that raged in her heart, found herself unable to ignore the sincerity in Maya's eyes. A flicker of doubt flashed in her gaze, slowly dispelling the dark clouds that clouded her mind. I don't know what to think anymore, Maya. This whole situation is so confusing, so painful," she murmured, the words coming out as a tired sigh from her trembling mouth. As time passed and emotional wounds began to heal, a new understanding began to blossom between Sarah and Maya. An understanding based on shared vulnerability, mutual pain, and the search for redemption. And so, in that moment of fragility and raw humanity, the true lesson emerged from the shadows of the past. Forgiveness and compassion are the bridges that allow us to cross the deepest chasms of pain and betrayal, illuminating the path to healing and healing. Redemption. Despite the scars that marked their souls, resulting from the deep wounds of betrayal and accusations that cast shadows over their friendship, Emily and Maya discovered that the strength of their bond could withstand any storm. Like a beacon amidst the darkness, their friendship shone with an unquenchable light, guiding them through the thickest darkness. United by forgiveness and mutual understanding, they found themselves in a scenario of reconciliation and renewal, where each word was a drop of balm on their emotional wounds. "Maya, I'm so sorry I doubted you. You've always been my best friend, and I should have trusted you from the beginning," Emily said, her voice filled with regret and gratitude. Maya smiled gently, a gleam of compassion in her eyes. "Emily, we both made mistakes, but what matters is that we are together again. Our friendship is like an anchor that keeps us steady, no matter how stormy the sea may seem," she replied, her serene voice echoing like a chant of hope. And so, as the sun rose over the horizon, casting its golden rays over the scene of reconciliation, Emily and Maya discovered that the true essence of friendship lies not only in moments of joy, but also in the ability to support each other in the darkest moments. And in that moment of rebirth and renewal, they found a new certainty. It is this unbreakable connection that lights their paths even in the darkest hours of life. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting its last golden rays over the coastal town, Emily and Maya embrace, enveloped in the comforting aura of their restored friendship. The wind whispers softly between the aged wooden houses, as if it were an echo of the words of forgiveness and understanding that echoed between them. In this moment of reconciliation, I invite you, the viewer, to reflect on the true meaning of friendship. It's not just about the moments of happiness, but also about the challenges we face together, the bonds that grow stronger amid life's storms. So if this story has touched your heart, if it has inspired you to value your friends and loved ones even more, I urge you to share this journey of forgiveness and redemption with all those you love. Like, subscribe and share this message of hope and unity so that more people can be moved by this epic story of true friendship. Let this story be a reminder that even in the darkest of times, The light of friendship never goes out. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey. May your heart be filled with the warmth and beauty of true relationships. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this unforgettable story with everyone you know. Let's spread love and compassion together.